Can you hear that wind? Hi everyone! So as you know from this video and this title, I have created a Christmas tree out of ribbon, which is right at the back there, as you can see. I'm in the festive season. I'm wearing my Merry Christmas earrings. So the first thing that I had to do was I had to travel to a different city because my tiny town doesn't have much fabric shops available. So I travelled and I didn't mind it because my sister works in that city anyway, so it's just I can hit two birds with one stone. And I had to get some ribbon from a shop that I like called Button Box. The ribbon that you want is the Habico ribbon, and I got mine in like the shade forest green and emerald green because I thought that it would look nice to have a little bit of array of colours on my Christmas tree instead of one. I think I bought like 5 meters of each, so 10 meters altogether. It was quite expensive, but it was worth it because you want that specific brand. It frays so much better in comparison to other brands that I've tried. I even bought some ribbon on Amazon and those didn't fray as well, and the quality of the fabric, well, the ribbon, didn't feel as great as the one that I have right there that I've used. So the ribbon has a thread piece at the side that prevents the ribbon from fraying, and you want to pull that off. And the thing is, I didn't fray the ribbon just yet because there's a sticky piece that you want to attach onto the ribbon first, and you want to cut the ribbon into, you know, reasonable size strips. Longer strips if you want the branches to be longer, but I went for 2 strips. To stick the ribbon onto the wire to create branches, you have to use double-sided sticky tape, and I had 2 sizes. The big one you had to cut in half in order for it to fit. The only problem with that is that the scissors get a little bit sticky. So I went on Amazon and I bought double-sided sticky tape that's a lot more thinner to use for my ribbon. I cut a good length of wire starting from the bottom, so the wire's longest, and when I reach the top branches I cut it a lot shorter, which also means that I use less ribbon. So once you stuck the adhesive down onto the ribbon and frayed the ribbon to the point that it touches the adhesive, but not to go further than that, you want to take the adhesive off and wrap it around the wire at the very end. You want to make sure that the ribbon sticks out this way. I just kept wrapping the ribbon round and around the wire until I get the desired, thickness and length. Some of the wires that I did wrap a little bit extra ribbon around because I wanted that extra thickness, especially for the bottom branches. And to hide the wire, I use green electrical tape. They don't really do green electrical tape in any hardware stores that I visited, so it's best to buy them on Amazon, and you want to use the green that's a little bit darker to resemble a Christmas tree, but if you have light green then that's fine. I already noticed a problem, like the double-sided tape, the electrical tape was too thick and I didn't have a way around this, so I had to cut it in half. For the bottom branches, which is the thickest branches, the electrical tape was fine, but I find that cutting it in half and wrapping it around is a lot easier than wrapping it when it's at the thickest. So what you want to do is that you want to wrap it around at an angle so it wraps around a lot more smoothly than just doing it straight horizontal. These branches took me such a long time to create. It took me days, and I even had help from my sister while we were watching horror movies, which is something that I don't like to watch, but it's the only way for her to help me. Yeah, but as you can see here, I just kept making branches after branches after branches of different lengths and thicknesses. There was not exactly a correct number for me. I just made as much as I can with the amount of ribbon that I have.
Actually, gimme that. Quick, while mom's not looking.
Even though I made a lot of branches and I thought I had enough, it was never enough. I had to make more. As you can see in this video, I had to create a lot more, and that was just time consuming because I could have done everything in one go. So that's a lesson learned. Just do as much as you can. So you can see here I made 10 rows of large branches, and here I think there's 12 loads of smaller branches, and I still have so much ribbon left over, so I'm just going to continue making them until I've nearly finished all the ribbon, because I want it to wrap around the main stem of the tree. You guys, I accumulated a lot of thread from fraying all this ribbon, and this is not even half of it. I made like over 30. It's not even 5 p.m. and it's really dark already, but that's the UK for you. So I think what I'm going to is get some of the branches and actually bend them to like an L shape, and what I plan to do is actually just to secure it all the way around and use masking tape to tape it in place. With masking tape I can just peel it off if I don't like the position of the branches, and then I will go in with green electrical tape and actually secure it in place. That way it covers up the pole so it matches the same colour as the branches. Yeah. My initial first idea was actually using the same colour ribbon and wrapping it around the pole and then attaching the branches around it, but I think it might be a little bit too slippery and it won't secure the branches in place. So yes, I think my second option is the best option because I don't have, you know, plan E or plan F. So fingers crossed it works. Aren't I smart? So I actually doubled it, as you can see here, and I just basically just pulled it apart, and it's starting to look like a Christmas tree now. I don't have enough branches, so I'm going to have to make a lot more so it actually fills to the top. I've been continuing making the branches off camera, and I'm out of green electrical tape. I'm also, if I can find it, on my last ribbon, and it's not even a meter. You guys, does this not look familiar to you? The thing about the Christmas tree is that it became popular around the 19th century. Queen Charlotte introduced the Christmas tree to children at the very beginning. Queen Victoria was quite fond of the Christmas tree, and it was placed in her room every Christmas. The Christmas tree was decorated with cookies and candles, which is not exactly safe in today's standards, but it's now a tradition in many countries, and a lot of people put up their Christmas tree on December the 1st, and that's what I did. As you can see here, I'm layering the branches as I go along, cutting it shorter and a lot more sparse as I get to the top. For the base of my Christmas tree, I basically just bought a pot, which was really cheap, and stuffed it with styrofoam, poked a hole, and slopped my Christmas tree right in the middle. I then had some black felt, which I was able to cover, and I'm able to cover the lights as well. So I'll put that underneath, and I'll put the felt on top so it covers everything. So once I finish putting the last branches at the very top, the last thing to do is decorate. I think it came out very well actually. I don't know how tall it is. Who knew I can turn this to this? But thank you guys so much for watching. I enjoyed making this, even though it took me a very long time, but it was definitely worth it. These branches, because they're made out of wire, you can actually just pull them down so they can easily be stored. And I wish you guys a wonderful Christmas, and I'll see you again next year. The girl with the green scarf. Have you guys watched that movie? It's not a Christmas movie, but yeah, I just thought of it.